Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Tapper, and this was created by Bally, Midway, and I believe Marvin Glass and Associates in 1983. And this game is pretty cool, but it's really frigging hard. This game has you as a bartender at various venues, and you fill up bar mugs or beer mugs and slide them down the bar to thirsty patrons. The best part about this game is the cabinet. This had such cool features. There is a beer holder and an ashtray on the left and right side of the cabinet, and down below is the bar foot rail. Isn't that cool? And this had a tie-in with Budweiser. There was also a version that was for the Japanese beer brand Suntory, and there was a version that was for kids, more geared for kids, or to discourage them from drinking beer or something. And that was called Root Beer Tapper, and that was released the following year in 1984. But also on the cabinet there are taps as controllers to fill up the beer and send them back towards the patrons. And you can move between the bars, or the bar tables. You can go down through the bottom and reappear at the top. And you can't allow returned mugs of beer to fall, or you will lose a life. And we'll get started. You have to get used to how many. You can end the first couple levels pretty quick. You have to get used to you have to get used to how quickly you serve the beer when you fill them and flip them. Because if you screw up and you throw it down the bar and there's nobody and there's nobody there to collect that mug that you threw at them, you will lose a life because it will fall on the ground and shatter. Now on this bonus round, you have to watch which beer that guy did not shake, and you open it and you get a bonus. This is the bonus round. Now we go to a much harder venue. This is at the sports stadium, and again you have to collect those mugs. And if you collect the tip that the patrons leave you, there will be a show that is put on by cheerleaders or somebody, and some patrons will enjoy the show, and some of them will still be thirsty for beer. And the ones that are enjoying the show, they will not be ready to catch the beer that you throw to them. So don't do that. Yeah, you'll think, okay, this level's about to end, and it doesn't. It gets really hard. He hurt his foot. There's only like one more of those types of animations of the guy doing tricks with the beer mugs. But yeah, remember that you can go downwards through and reappear at the top. And again, do not serve to those guys that are watching the show when you collect the tip. I remember seeing this in arcades. It's fun, but boy, does it get hard. And the levels just don't seem to end. It's a cute idea. And that same guy appeared in a number of Bally, Midway / Marvin Glass games of the 80s. Domino Man and Timber and other games. Yikes! Crap. Yeah, you can't let a mug fall, and you can't serve a mug to somebody that's not there or is busy paying attention to the show. And of course, yeah, it looks like the level's going to end and it doesn't. Kind of frustrating. But the game's idea is very sound. Ah, damn it! But yeah, I remember seeing this. I never saw Root Beer Tapper or the Suntory one. That was probably Japan only. We'll have at least a little look at the other versions. Jesus, the levels just do not seem to end. Come on, just end level. Good gravy. So frustrating. Oh, thank goodness. One bird falls on his head. But there's just one more level of this to take care of, and then I go to a new scenario where there's punks showing up at a bar. But yeah, keep an eye out for those patrons that are paying attention to the show that's going on once you collect the tip, and those that aren't and are thirsty for more beer. If you let patrons get to the end of the bar, they will grab you and throw you down the bar, slide you down the bar, and you will lose a life. Ah, crap! But, yeah, this game gets pretty hectic. I don't remember if I played this in the arcade back then, but I did see it. Yikes, that was close. Yeah, this game just does not seem to end at times. It can get very frustrating, and I got very frustrated with that numerous times. Shoo! Just got that one. God dang it! You get an extra life at, I think it was it 20,000 or 30,000? Maybe it was 30,000, and I think it said like every 60,000 after that. But man, just get a feel for how quick it takes to fill and serve a beer, and then you can just kind of keep pressing the tap or the button from memory. This part is real easy to me. I can see which one he didn't shake and just keep my eyes on it and see where it moves, and then open it. If you screw up, you'll get showered with shaken beer, and we'll look at that later on. And this is the next scenario. But yeah, again, you can push down when you're at the bottom one and you'll reappear at the top bar. And yeah, you see the Budweiser logo at the top. Yeah, the tip is like $1,500 or something, or excuse me, 1,500 points, which is a nice source of points. And if you need a little bit of a break in the action, oops, yeah, they threw me down the bar, and there I lost my last life. Game over. Now I got to put in my initials. Well, I hope you're gonna enjoy Halloween when it comes up. I've got to work, but I'll get back late at night and eat a bunch of candy and watch some scary movies probably. But that was Tapper by Bally, Midway, and Marvin Glass and Associates in 1983. And like I said, there's other versions. Later on, you'll go to this level and it's in outer space, and you have to quench the thirsts of these aliens. Kind of funny. And then later on, there will be this level, which is kind of like looking a little bit like the first, except there's an extra bar, and there's Moosehead on the wall and the Budweiser logo at the top. And here's what it looks like when you screw up the bonus round. You know, you open up the wrong beer can. Oops. And they even show you which was the right one, which is cool. And there's just a quick look at the Suntory version. That's all that's different from this and the original Tapper. You see the Suntory logo. There is a root beer Tapper, the cabinet, and see, it's not nearly as cool as the Tapper cabinet. And we'll look at a little bit of gameplay of root beer Tapper. I had never seen root beer Tapper. I did buy some sort of Midway greatest hits type of collection for the PlayStation 1, and it had root beer Tapper on it. It plays the same as Tapper, except you have a soda jerk uniform on, and you fill the mugs with root beer. And like I said, I think it was just created basically for to discourage kids from drinking beer. Maybe that wasn't the intent, but it plays exactly the same as Tapper. And the bonus rounds are the same. And it fills up root beer mugs, and he does little tricks with them, kicks them in various ways. And with all the beer that he drinks in Tapper, you'd think that he'd be a little bit plastered. And see, the bonus round is the same. He even says this one's for you, which mirrors this bud's for you. But yeah, see, it plays the same. There's the dancing cheerleaders. But yeah, this is a clever little game. I like it. It had a number of home ports. Yeah, don't serve a beer to a patron before they can finish the one that they're drinking, or it'll slide right by them and it'll break and you'll lose a life. But this is Root Beer Tapper, and again, this was released 1 year after Tapper. The Tapper has a much cooler cabinet. That would be if you're a major collector of arcade machines, that would be a great one to get a hold of. The Tapper cabinet with the ashtrays and beer holder, and the foot rail and the taps for controllers. Oops, they're about to reach the end at the top. Got it. But yeah, that's really the same gameplay as Tapper. Ah, crap. Well, that was Tapper by Bally, Midway, and Marvin Glass and Associates in 1983. This is Crazy Clown Radio. So thanks for watching Tapper by Bally, Midway, and Marvin Glass and Associates in 1983. Also released as Root Beer Tapper and Suntory Tapper. I'll see you later with another video. Bye, folks.